Thank you. I just want to say a few things before I leave. The councilors weren't here on the 21st. I find it kind of odd that 5 were either ill, sick, or had somewhere to go. Councilor Vecchia especially called me, told me that he didn't want, bear with me for a minute. He didn't want agenda item number 54 put on the agenda. He called me and screamed at me and told me I shouldn't have let Councilor McDonald put it through his subcommittee. And then I put it on the agenda tonight. I put it on the agenda for the 21st. Councilor Vecchia called me, left a message on my phone, told me that I can't do this to him. He told me that if I put this on and he votes for it, he'll lose votes from Councilor Clements' side. If he votes the other way, he'll lose votes from Councilor Lazo's side. He was all over the place and screaming at me on this issue. I have it on my phone. It's recorded. I am not making this up. Councilor Vecchia said it would be detrimental to his election. That's why he didn't show up. As far as Councilor Nicola, she did call me. She did say she had a migraine headache, and I believe her. Councilor Clements didn't call me, didn't follow protocol, and called the town manager's office. Now, Councilor Clements has my phone number. She has my cell number. Councilor Livingood, who almost never misses a meeting, surprised me when he didn't show up. As for Pam, as usual, she has her Webster commitment. And I don't hold it against. Ma'am, I have it. I'm talking. If you don't like it, you can leave, okay? You can leave. I'll call the police if you don't. I am talking, Mrs. Manna. You can leave if you don't like what I'm saying, okay? It's not. It's not a meeting. It's not a meeting, but you better control yourself because I'm talking. If you want to talk, I'll let you talk. Okay? I will let you talk, but I'm talking right now. As far as Pam, she has a work-related issue, and I don't hold that against her. That's work-related. It's just that what you have here is many years of experience in Councilor McDonald, Councilor Vandal, and myself. And then you can see the inexperience on the ones that didn't show up. It's childish. It's ridiculous. They all took an oath to this town to uphold the charter and to do the business of the town. And I just want to apologize to the people of the town of Southbridge for how they're acting. And that's all I have to say. I had to get this off my chest. Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to say? It's adjourned.
Steve, I think it's probably not appropriate for Chris to be here because this is.
I can. You're excused. I mean, you don't have to stay.
Yeah, I don't think Chris should get in the middle of this.
Because this is politics. This isn't.
That's fine, Chris.
Yep. Thanks for coming, Chris.
Go ahead, Councilor Logan.
First of all, we have to make it clear that this is not a council meeting any longer.
Nope.
We stand in adjournment. We didn't have a quorum tonight, so if anyone's out there and wants to come in and speak, the mics are open. I feel I need to say something to explain to the town what the heck's going on. We have two relatively important issues in front of us right now. One is the violation of the executive session minutes. We have someone who has leaked that information to the press. That is being investigated by the state police. That's something that's facing this council right now. I don't know who the leaker is, but I suspect it's not someone up here right now. The other important thing, and I think this is a bone of contention for folks that aren't here tonight, is before the Monday meeting, John Pulowski came up to me before the council meeting that we didn't have and expressed his concern to me that there was an item in the DEP permit that said the town was liable for violations up at the landfill. Section 3E, I believe, in the DEP permit. We have until today to file an appeal to that permit. I told the town manager, and he's explained a little bit to me, I don't understand what our liability is up there. The extension agreement we have with Casella says Casella is assuming responsibility for both the new cells that they're creating up at the landfill and also for the unlined cells that existed before the extension agreement was in effect. So to my mind, the contract says we are not liable. The DEP permit, however, says we are, and we have until today to file an appeal. That doesn't mean we're going to appeal it. It just means maybe we should have some extra time to discuss this as a council. We have been deprived of that right to discuss this as a group and arrive at a decision. I think people were assuming that there are 4 votes here that are going to go one way. They were afraid of how we were going to vote. I take personal offense to that. I consider myself an open-minded person. I'm open to persuasion if you have the evidence. So I'm very offended by the idea that Mr. Pulowski is going to come up here and somehow we're going to fall in line behind what he wants and we're not going to listen to a persuasive argument given by another counselor. That's a bunch of hogwash, and it gets me steamed just thinking that someone believes I'm going to be nothing but a pawn here. And I'll get off my soapbox, but again, there was and there is a time-critical issue before this town. Because we lack a quorum here tonight, we cannot respond to that time-critical issue. I hope Mr. Pulowski is wrong. I hope the town has no liability up at that landfill. But as of right now, I don't know that for a fact, and we were denied the opportunity to discuss this as a group because people shirked their responsibilities and did not show up to the regularly scheduled council meeting and the appropriately scheduled council meetings on Thursday.
I firmly believe that the folks who conducted this really embarrassing situation should resign. They've been poisoned by this issue. No matter what, it's always going to be hanging in the air, and this is going to stick with them for a very, 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 very long time. And I think that those folks, if they have any an ounce of respect for themselves, they should just give it up and go away and leave us run our government.
This is the second time they've used the 251 on me. The first time it was brought on by, I believe it was Councilor Clements, and the second time was here for the Monday night meeting. It was Council Living. That's what I know.
Yeah, but it's just simply.
And you can't run a town.
No.
Run a town with 3 signatures or 5 signatures and force things around. It's not healthy for the town. I said it before. I won't run a town like this.
Not only that, it's an embarrassment for us folks who are citizens here.
I really think that the Charter Review Committee should look at 251 and 252 again. I did contact our town attorneys. They even said that they should be relooked at.
Wow.
Because this could keep happening.
I know. It's amazing. Yeah, it looks like it's the way to our legislation, a legislative model for the future. And if that's the case, we've got to make a change somehow. Someone has to take control of this. And you are, thank you. You are, as you know, you are head of government. It comes from the governor to you. And I believe that there are powers, probably even emergency powers, that are available for you to use. And that someone just handed me something from the charter, but I'm not going to read it in front of you like this. But I believe those emergency powers are in any government can be used when we're in this type of a situation. If this goes on any further, we're going to have a mess. I mean, everybody's laughing at us now. Well, I've said enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you.